Motorheads, how we doing, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, young and old? Let me start out with Miss K. Miss K don't play, Miss Mopar K. Thank you, young lady. I caught the video with the call out. I get it, appreciate it. Didn't know what else to do when I started making these videos 3 years ago. Anyway, guys, there's a two-part video. We're finishing our prep work to go to this warehouse. And I'm a transparent guy. I'll tell you when I make a mistake. I tell you everything I do. And hopefully this works out. Okay? So sometime next week, you guys are Monday afternoon, we're going live. Okay? On 2 different channels. You guys got to figure it out because if I say a channel, they flag me. 2 different channels. We will be here on TikTok doing lives from this warehouse. We're going out to pack up this warehouse. We've got a campaign to hopefully whatever we can't purchase at this time to go back and purchase the rest. But we needed to box this stuff up and see what's there. Because with what we're working with, we had a small amount of logistics to work with. Nowhere near. And the problem is, well, you know what? Part 2, we're going to get into that part of it. We're going to back up here. So the video you're seeing right now is the first time I walked in this warehouse. I took my big video camera and I walked around this warehouse. One of the guys I shared it with said, man, you make me dizzy. Because, boys, I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't going to lie. I got in there and I'm looking around and I'm trying to video one way and I'm looking the other way. My head was absolutely spinning. This is a 1980s and 1990s time capsule. Okay, I've never seen so many 1980 and 1990 car parts in one spot. It's kind of unbelievable that they're all there. Are they all good? We don't know. What's good and what's worth selling? How much stock are we going to hold on to? How long is it going to take to market it? How long is it going to take to put it in a database? Because there's no inventory. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of boxes on the shelf left from 1999. The man walked out of this warehouse in 1999. The warehouse closed shortly thereafter. There's no inventory. If it was on 3x5 floppy disks that are sitting in a puddle of water. The first time I was there, I was walking around looking at this stuff. There's no computers. There's no printout sheets. We can't find anything. Are we going to look? Sure we are. But is it accurate? Because 25 years these parts have sat and there's shelves empty in there. Have people gone in there and picked out the better stuff? Yeah, I've seen parts warehouses before. There's no carburetors there. There's very few master cylinders there. There is all the alternators, all the starters are gone. Looks like people have raided this warehouse. So we're left with what's there, and the man gave us a number, and we tried to work around that. My problem is I've got to pack tractor trailers, and I can't afford 10 tractor trailers coming back to Delaware. So I had to sit down with an amount of money and go there with an amount of money and be able to put together as much as we can. Now, the man is still working with us, and I'm going to explain a whole lot more of the logistics for video number 2, because I got a lot of questions. I want you guys to answer me. I want you guys to talk to me. I'm serious. I need opinions and thoughts. Monday morning, we get on a plane in BWI, and we're flying out there. And this is out in the Midwest. We have 6 guys. Actually, some of my TikTok followers, I just got to meet them. We met them in Ocean City. I met the one gentleman in Ocean City. He was a really good guy. And when I started looking for helpers, just so happened that night I was worried about finding the right helpers to help me box this stuff up. And Mr. Cody, our Mr. Connor, came in, asked me some car questions, and I turned around and I asked him, hey, what are you doing for 10 days? So it comes to find out that him and his brothers are movers, and him and his brother are coming with us. So I got to meet them today. They just left. And here we go. What do you think of the warehouse, guys? Yeah, I got a little lost walking through the warehouse. And I literally did get lost walking through this warehouse because there's 4 warehouses. You can see where the man started his parts store. The very beginning of the video is in his parts store. Then there's a small warehouse behind the parts store. Then there's a bigger warehouse, warehouse number 3, behind the small stuff. And then in the back, there's a huge warehouse. Okay, you're only going to get to see right now for this video part number 1, you're going to get to see warehouse 1, 2, and parts of 3. And tomorrow's video will show you the rest of 3 and all of 4, the individual warehouses. So there's a big mess there. Somebody's going through the stuff. We have to go out and decide what's worth taking, what's good, what's bad. He knows, the gentleman we're buying this stuff from, he knows that some of this stuff is no good. This warehouse has gotten, over the last 25 years, there's been times this warehouse has gotten very hot, and there's evident signs of that. Very hot. So parts in there have gone up to probably in excess of 140, 150 degrees by some of the signs that we saw where we were in there. So we don't want to see this stuff go away. You know, I made my living in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s selling car parts. And you hate to see any good car part that's fixable go away. And in today's world, where we're dealing with Taiwan and China parts, and every third part is no good. When I got a chance at this, I jumped at it and I ran out there and looked at it. And you're seeing the evidence of 3 months ago when I went there to visualize what was there and see if we could make a deal. Now we've made a deal. We're going back. We're packing it up, and hopefully we come out of there with enough items. Hopefully we find enough that, and when we come back and have stuff in our control, we're going to run a campaign. And why I say our control is because if I run a campaign to help to get support with grabbing all these car parts and they're not in my possession, to me, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. We have worked with some very big professionals to build a great campaign called Save the Parts. But however, until they're in my control, I can't talk about what I have and what I don't have. So I'm not trying to be controlling over anything, but when we put these in tractor trailers and bring them home and put them away, now we literally can put them on the internet for sale, and we're selling something that's in our hands. So that's why we held off on Save the Parts campaign. We're truly hoping that whatever we don't throw away, whatever we cannot take home with us at this time, we're truly hoping after the campaign is over, we can then turn around and get anything that we didn't get before. Again, we have to go through this stuff and find out what's there, because you can walk through for 2 hours and open boxes, but as you see right now in this video, it's completely, there's a lot. There's just a lot. You see it. There's just a lot. So again, this is video part number 1. Stay tuned Monday and all of next week, even into next weekend. We're going to go live 3 or 4 times each day and show you what we're doing out there. We think some of these parts are worth saving. We know not all of them are worth saving, but we're going to try. And we hope that it's going to help fund our museum and help fund our tech center that we want to build. And there's a lot of great motorheads, men and women, that are joining forces with us to help us do this within reason, without costing us a fortune. That's one thing my foundation will never be, is top heavy. There's no reason for any foundation to be top heavy. And we're trying to keep all this within reason, and with volunteers and with different people, we're gonna hope to pull this off. We've already been donated a lot of cars to sell. That's our next thing. But we were given a time. If you're gonna come get it, you gotta come get it. So here we go. We've got all logistics in place. We're driving out, we're flying out, we're taking all the equipment we need, and we're gonna break this warehouse down and hope to find the best car parts there that are usable. So again, part 1. Wonder what my time is on this. So each video is gonna be about 15 to 16 minutes long. So we're in 10 minutes. We're 10 minutes into the video, okay. So guys, you're seeing what, I'm sorry if you're getting dizzy. I walked around this warehouse and I got lost and I got overwhelmed by looking at all the boxes and trying to identify some of the parts. Every box that I opened when I was out there, this stuff looks beautiful. It's not full of surface rust. All the solenoids and the pieces look really good. But again, this warehouse has probably gotten close to 150 degrees because of some of the evidence we saw when we were out there. And I'll point that out to you maybe in part 2 of this video. So, yeah, come join us for the adventure. Come join us for part 2 on Sunday. And then next week as we start walking around this warehouse. Now, next week, I've got people coming with me that are going to solely walk around the warehouse and go live as we're all running around trying to box up parts. So will I be there to talk to you while I'm live? Not all the time. Nope, we're going to be running forklifts. We're going to be cleaning up areas. We have to stage stuff. You know, there's minimal lighting in this warehouse. There's no running water in this warehouse. We actually are having a porta potty brought in for the 7. Actually, there's going to be 10 people there, but only 6 of them were my people. And we had to, you know, we're not going out to dinner every night. You can understand the logistics of that. $500 for 10 people to eat. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So we're going out there camper style. We're going to cook some of our own meals out there. We're going to provide some of our own stuff out there. And in hopes that 8 to 10 days, we're going to be able to come out of there with enough stuff to help give the foundation a good start and to return 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s car parts to the people who need them. American-made car parts. I can't say enough about that. American-made car parts. This stuff was all built in the early days of cars. Again, we saw international truck stuff there because this community was a farm community. A lot of tractor trailers hauling farm equipment. So it's a wide range of stuff there. And we don't know what we're getting into. We have sat and talked and talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. We've talked to experts. We've talked to backyard mechanics. We've talked to everybody we can talk to about car parts. And we still feel like we're gonna do okay. So stay tuned for part 2 tomorrow. I'll be prepping. You know, part of the team is leaving to drive out. I'll be prepping. I got to go over to the warehouse and talk to the people at the warehouse because the first loads are going to be home before we even get back. We hope our first tractor trailer arrives Wednesday afternoon and we start boxing it. So are we going to have 3 tractor trailers or are we going to have 10 tractor trailers? It's going to be the really big question here. Because as you see all this film walking around inside there, what's good, what's bad, what's savable, what's not worth saving. Pacers, Citations, Omnis, front axles for Omnis. Is there even an Omni left in the world? Who knows? I'm sure somebody's got one out there. But you know, there's going to be a lot of parts there that are just completely obsolete. And only 4 guys in the world are going to buy them. So I'm getting visited by an animal. An animal. Hello, young lady. Yes, ma'am. So, guys, that's where we're at. Stay tuned for video 2, and I'm going to share more logistics on video 2. And I got a lot of questions for you for video 2. I, honest to God, want to hear your deepest opinions, even your negative opinions. Tell me what you think. I got a lot of questions about doing this. And I'm telling you, I have talked to industry leaders, people that own large collections of cars and car parts. I have talked to people that run shops. I've talked to a lot of people about this. And this is a serious gamble. So I would love to hear your opinion in video number 2 tomorrow. It'll be the rest of the video that I finished taking in the warehouse. You're going to see the rest of warehouse 3 and you're going to see warehouse 4 on tomorrow's video. And then we're going to ask you guys some questions. So you let me know. You let me know what you think. Can't wait to hear all the reactions because I'm gonna tell you, man, what a time capsule. It's just amazing to walk through there to think that that there's that much stuff left in there. You would think, now, like I said, the alternators and starters are gone. There's no carburetors in there. A lot of stuff you would want to find in an automotive warehouse, it's not there. It's a lot of sensors. It's some lights. It's tune-up equipment. It's lots of gaskets, lots of brakes, transmission rebuild kits, and motor rebuild kits. There's a lot of stuff there. So we're hoping to do the best we can. Hope you enjoy this part of the video, and we'll be back tomorrow for part 2 of the video, and we'll finish showing you the warehouse, and then I got some serious questions for you guys. So let me know what you think. Appreciate the call out, Miss K. I appreciate the followers who have reached out and talked to me and shared your insight in what I'm doing, because this is a big gamble, and I know it's a big gamble. And at this point in my life, I don't want to take scary gambles. I don't mind going out on a limb a little bit. But getting my old ass way out on the limb that I can't climb back safely, that's a concern. So let me know what you think. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate all the new followers. And we'll talk to you guys soon.